Kitakubu.
Hey everyone, KitaSean here, so welcome back to another Fate's Grand Order video. So we're going to be talking about the 4 servant buffs that have come along with the new collab event, Fate Grand Order Waltz in the Moonlight Lost Room or Grail Live. So some of these servant buffs are interesting, and there's actually a servant buff that I want to talk about a little bit because, well, let's say that this trait doesn't really exist just yet. So that's gonna be Maeve. So starting off with Maeve, Maeve will be getting a buff on her first skill. This will allow her to get an MP charge. I actually don't know what the battery charge is on this, but I'm assuming 20-30%. And you can actually give this to a male or fairy type servant. So the male is understandable because it's Maeve, but fairy trait. What is fairy trait? We don't have that trait. That does not exist in Fate Grand Order. So this is actually a trait that might be coming in Lost Belt Chapter 6 because, as you guys know, there is a fairy servant that was in the trailer or in the opening of the new opening for Fate Grand Order. So that's going to be interesting. I'm not that big on Maeve, meaning I don't know much of her history, so I would have to go ahead and look into that to see if she is connected with any types of fairies. So yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. That's gonna be a fun one to look up, and once I find something, I will definitely make a video on that. So yeah, it's really interesting that she got a new trait type on one of her skills. So I wonder what DW was thinking then, or Type Moon was thinking when they added that on to her skill there. Next is going to be Ekchan, Mysterious Heroine X Alter. Did not think she was going to get another buff, but she did. She's already really strong before this buff, but with this, her Noble Phantasm will hit even harder. So her damage will increase, and it will also add a damage bonus against good traded servants. So yeah, that's huge. She's gonna basically do a lot of damage. So wow, that's crazy. And then we have Nitocris. So Nitocris will be getting a buff on her first skill as well. So this will give her arts up 3 turns, and then it will also heal the entire party. So she becomes a better healer, and she increases her arts card. So that's huge in my opinion. So yeah, good for her. And then we have a really cool one. I actually really like this buff for Hassan of the Serenity. Her third skill is getting the buff, and it's also an arts up for 3 turns, and 3 turn status, inflict poison for 5 turns for each arts attack. So every time she attacks with an arts card, she inflicts poison. So you can stack poison. That's gonna be freaking insane. Man, I cannot wait to use this. I've always been a huge fan of Hassan of the Serenity. I've been using her every now and then because I just feel like it, and I'm glad she's getting this buff. She will now be able to do more damage with her arts cards, and again, inflict a bunch of poison damage. Now all they gotta do is maybe buff her Noble Phantasm a little bit more. That'd be nice. But yeah, these buffs are really good, and again, interesting, and I cannot wait to see what Maeve can do with that fairy trait. Or we already know what she can do with that fairy trait, but I want to know who she can give that to once LB6 comes in. And of course, I will be looking into her her history to see if she is connected with any fairy famous fairy names. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below and tell me what you guys think about these 4 buffs, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.